Hi, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Meredith. I'm here with our daily message for summer solstice, June 21st, 2022. Solstice has already begun. The season has changed at 5:14 this morning, well, at least in my time zone. It's imminent in yours. So happy birthday, Cancer, because the sun has moved into Cancer as well, and the moon is in Aries. What a kickoff to solstice, right? Fiery, direct Aries energy and beautiful, mutable, intuitive Cancer energy. This means that we can put motivation, passion, and fire to our intuition. What does that mean for you? For most of us, it means that when we have an intuitive awareness, we can take action on it, meaning we can trust it. So lean into the cosmos a bit and trust what comes to you. Let's get into the cards. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere, of course. Our first is, we're using New Moon Tarot, by the way. Oh, we're starting out with the Fool. Hey, how appropriate is that? The Fool, the very beginning of tarot, on the very beginning of summer, in the very beginning of a brand new sun sign. Fantastic. So the Fool has us taking a leap of faith today. I like this. Get a closer look at this card. Like, look at the raw joy in this character as she jumps off the cliff. No fear of consequences. This reminds me, someone asked me yesterday, this was such a great question for me too. Who would you be if you didn't feel judged? Which, fantastic question. I did not see that one coming, and it has really engaged my presence in a super positive way. And it takes me back to some readings that we did earlier in the spring where, and beyond, I suppose. We had a good number of them, but we were seeing a lot of the Strength card. And that card is about having the courage to live right out loud with your vulnerable, tender heart space. And, no watered down version of who you are. So I'm putting this question out to all of you. Who would you be if you weren't being judged? I'd love to see your comments, and thank you for your comments. I've had some challenge with YouTube recently, and I haven't been able to answer all of the comments. I want you to know I'm reading them, and I deeply appreciate them. And as that function on YouTube works again for me, I will reply. Okay. So that aside, who would you be if you weren't being judged? Who would you be if you were truly out on the edge of your comfort zone? So let's go again to the Fool in this really joyous, ecstatic position here in the reading. We've got a new season. We've got a new sun sign as we enter it. And look, it's as if we are just leaping forward right into that energy. It's gorgeous. So who are you unfiltered? Who are you at home when nobody's watching? And is any part of who you are when no one is watching a whole lot different than who you are out facing the world? Consider it. And leave some comments. This is a great question, and I am really enjoying the heck out of it. Next card. Six of Pentacles. This is a card of reciprocity. So we're speaking of what's in our broadcast, which is our own energy field and how it contributes to the now. And then what flows beyond the now and becomes a manifestation for us. So here we are with the Six of Pentacles. Imagine that we're coming into the Six of Pentacles like the Fool here, taking a leap of faith. This card, this Six of Pentacles, feels like the universe, with equal arms open, like the Fool. So as she goes off the cliff, she is met with the open arms of the universe. She doesn't fall. No harm comes to her, right? And it's a reminder to us that the force of our nature is our broadcast. The force of our nature is our broadcast. And that's what creates a ripple effect. And that ripple effect becomes the foundation we stand upon. So let's loop that question back around. Who would you be if you didn't feel judged? What raw, unfiltered version of you would be present on your foundation in this way? And with the universe there with wide open arms to catch you, knowing that there's generosity, reciprocity here, how would that change your broadcast? How would it change your ripple effect in the way you manifest on your foundation and the quality of life you are creating for yourself? Next two cards came together. Oh gosh. How fantastic is that? There's the sun on the solstice. Perfect card to have here. So happiest card in tarot. There is a calling to each and every one of us. And I sense that we feel it every day. And I sense that we also put masks on every single day so that we can navigate the world around us. What if we tore off the masks and allowed the brilliant clarity of who we are to be witnessed, to be seen, and to be revealed as the sun would? Everything is brilliantly clear under the sun. What would happen if you decided to show up in your full brilliant clarity? And the card coming with it is the Ten of Cups. Look at this. Your greatest fulfillment and happiness. Living living a life of overflow. The Ace of Cups to the power of 10. Living under a rainbow. Within your self-relationship and how you greet your world. With the beautiful, loving, happy energy of the sun and the brilliant overflow here on the Ten of Cups. Can you imagine the reciprocity, the universal, multiversal reciprocity? Every single one of us would take the pose and posture and attitude of the Fool in that case, wouldn't we? At least according to these cards. Let's see the next two that came out together. First, we have the High Priestess. Beginning of the reading, I was saying we're moving into Cancer. We've got Aries, fire in the moon. And here's the High Priestess. I do feel that the atmosphere is really quite charged for super fine, high vibe, easy to recognize intuitive messages. So definitely align your awareness to your intuitive gifts and listen, communicate clearly with the divine all that is, because messages are incoming. And it feels that we've got brilliant clarity over here from the sun charging the energy of the Ten of Cups, this gorgeous overflow, this wonderful rainbow. And we're in a phase, a cycle. Look at the moon phases here on this card. It's on the Fool too. We're definitely in a cycle of heightened awareness and good reception is what I feel. The High Priestess is also discerning, which is a card that we had yesterday out of the Mermaid Oracle, I believe. And the card was discernment. Know what to say and when to say it, or what to say and with whom to share it. Be discerning. That'll be easy though. We'll have brilliant clarity from the sun, and coming with the High Priestess. Wow, look at that. There's the Devil. There it is. There's the mask right there. This is really the perfect card here. The Devil card would be the one card that would create doubt for us, wouldn't it? This would be the ego voice that says, nah, you can't do that, right? We've all heard ourselves say it. And again, let's come back around to what if? What if we just decide to accept that that voice is there and do it anyway? Right? The devil would say, don't jump off that cliff. You're really gonna hurt yourself. It's not worth it. Yet on this just out of sight there, but within sight of the high priestess is the universe, just waiting for your leap of faith, allowing for your leap of faith. So whatever's coming up in the devil energy for you, whatever mask that is, how you navigate your world and mitigate judgment, consider doing it differently for a few days. What harm will come of that for you, to be a little more unfiltered, to really say what you're thinking. Be the Queen of Wands, right? We all love that quality in the Queen of Wands. She says exactly what she thinks and feels. She is unapologetically herself. And she lives free in her heart. It's beautiful. All right, let's take a look at what's on the bottom of the deck. This would be what the universe says is awaiting us with here when we take this leap of faith. Our first card, Ace of Cups. Gosh. Fantastic card. It's one of our favorites. You all know it and love it. And it is the universe blessing us with this 10 of Cups overflow. That is love, bliss, joy, happiness. It's great love. And that great love starts within the self. Imagine feeling so full to overflowing with your own self-love that taking the leap of faith on the Fool is no cause at all for alarm. Next we have Page of Swords. More confirmation here for us. Page of Swords, this is more incoming information. Some of it is new information, fresh perspective even. The Suit of Swords is really about thoughts, choice, decision, some of the actions we take on our thoughts, choices, and decisions. And this is new information incoming, and it can be transformative. We do have a snake here on the card. So new information intuitively received through our own awarenesses here off the High Priestess have the power to transform our world. The universe is letting us know, as these cards do up here as well, that our intuition or our intuitive gifts are dialed way, way up high. So be listening. Goodness. The next card. I was thinking of this card too when I turned over the Devil. Here's the Three of Swords. So this is new information and new consideration for an old life circumstance or an old story. So here again, I come back to this amazing question: who would you be if you were not being judged? And there's gratitude, there's appreciation for all that is unfolded in each and every one of our lives, because every moment has shaped us. Again, this is a conversation I had with someone yesterday, so I'm delighted to see that information or that conversation come into this card reading, because it's really powerful if we consider how the Devil, our thoughts, how the experiences of our lives have shaped us into protected beings, playing it safe, right? The Devil would have us play it safe, but that also can mean playing it small. And the Devil would be the ego voice chattering away saying, remember when you went through that breakup years ago? And remember how terrible you felt back then? Again, see, ego voice, right? Remember how terrible that was? Remember the contracts you made with yourself? Saying, oh, I'll never allow myself to be gaslit or breadcrumbed ever again. And then it limits a field of possibility. Now, I'm not saying that being gaslit or breadcrumbed is, shouldn't be filtered out, right? Though allowing the life lessons to really bless us and grace us with greater discernment. We're coming back to the high priestess here. And living from the discernment, living from the high vibe, intuitive awareness choice, rather than the, oh my gosh, this hurt like hell, and I never want to go through that again. Of course we don't. That means, though, not taking leaps of faith, potentially. That could bring us right into the greatest love and the greatest joy we've ever known within ourselves. Perfect. Okay, next. Hey, here she is. The Queen of Wands. Just talking about her. Card witching again. It's happening. There she is. Be the Queen of Wands in light of whatever your Devil and Three of Swords experience is. Speak your heart. Speak your mind, your field of awareness. The world calls for it, right? And we've talked about this. We all may be 99 point however many nines the same, but that little 0.000 whatever one that makes us all different, unique, unusual, and rare, that's what's being expressed here through the Queen of Wands. And this is what we're being called to do. That's the leap of faith. Oh my goodness, look at this. Here's the King of Wands. The King and the Queen, a matched set, a matched pair, a divine union, if you will. And this is divine union within self. So we have the feminine and the masculine aspect of self-mastery in the suit of wands in regard to our passion, our fire, motivation, drive, our skills, our talent, everything that brings inspiration into our life, everything that the ego would whisper about and say, be careful, caution, caution, you know. Consider this. Consider soothing, validating, loving unconditionally, that protective voice that comes up in the face of the force of our nature and stops us in our tracks. One more card. Two of Wands. There's a gateway of opportunity, and it is wide open for us to step through, to cross a threshold with, and it's going to take this kind of Fool momentum to come through that gateway. And the only way that we're going to get this kind of momentum is to move forward unapologetically and boldly. Wow. Wow. I like that message. I like it a lot. All right, let's go to angel answers. First day of summer, and I'm in one of my thickest sweatshirts. It's actually been chilly. Weird. Okay, first card. I like this. This is wonderful. Meditation brings answers. Consider what your next moves are. Consider wisely, not necessarily cautiously through the filter of a wounded protective ego. Consider with intuitive discernment what your next move is, and meditation is a great place to do that kind of considering. Next. Helpful people. Yep. Speak with your tribe. Call your bestie. Have a chat. Share your thoughts. Share your awarenesses. Hey, share your devil, your Three of Swords. Run your fingers through that again. Not in the way of telling a story or rewounding oneself, though instead to, validate and expand your acceptance. Of what is. Great cards. These are ones we've not seen out of Angel Answers with any kind of regularity. And here we have, it's up to you. That's right. It is up to you. No one can do this for us. It's up to us to be the force of nature that we are and take the leap of faith. Okay. One more. Perfect. Now here's an old favorite. Big happy changes. That's exactly what we're leaping into on the Fool card. The way the universe supports us is through the Ace of Cups and through the awareness, the reminder of every experience we've ever had and how it shaped who we are today. So who would you be if you weren't feeling judged? Oh, okay, just turned the deck over. And trust was on the bottom of that deck. So trust yourself, trust the universe. How is our soulful presence whispering to us today? This is from the Angels and Ancestors deck, and we have, nice. I see him as the Emperor. He is called the Lord in this deck. And take charge with authority. Yep. That's what's required here on the Fool card too. And final thoughts on the reading from the Mermaid deck. We have mystery. Ooh, I like this. Embrace the mystery. That's the Fool card yet again. What a powerful card for us in this reading today. The Fool does not know what's on the other side of this leap. There is a mystery there. If we don't take the leap, we will never investigate this. Peace, love, happiness, laughter, joy, celebration. Woohoo! Have a fantastic summer solstice, everybody. Namaste.